All right, folks. Hello, and thanks for joining us here for another episode of Turmoil and Taldorei. This would be episode 7 as we're trucking along. To get us caught up on our last episode, whenever we had left off, the party had finally hit the city of Iman. Once they got to the city, got a little bit of breakfast in them, and got a game plan. They all kind of went in their own separate directions. They had each their own little paths to travel through. We, as a group, had finally given our rogue slash cleric Zero her new name, seeing that she had her name associated with the cult of the Chained Oblivion. Her and the party had decided on Corvina, as she is now a priestess to the Raven Queen. As a new priestess, she had gone to the Raven Queen's temple in the Temple District and had her first communion, where she had a chance to ask a couple of questions. As we had gone through with some of the other members of the party, Zerelda had taken her way up to the Cloud Top District to meet up with a friendly acquaintance that she had met during Winter's Crest, Miss Lorana, who, finding her there, realized that Lorana is one of the members of high society within the city. Mr. Sokar, or Leopard, had done a little bit of book shopping for his character. And the wall went to Abadar's promenades to meet up with our new friend Gilmore. Gilmore had gone over a couple things with him in regards to the shop and kind of gave him a little bit of an introduction in the city, stating that the party was welcome to come back to do any of their shopping for any of their magical needs, as being a magic item salesman himself. And then Zeno finally coming back to his home office in Iman, found a stack of mail that had been left to him by the city guard, indicating that there was a problem within Iman for an investigation he had done earlier. A bunch of magic items seemingly going haywire within the city, and realizing that the investigation was not just a couple random happenstances that had gone on, but actually seems to be some type of, maybe not necessarily mastermind, but intent behind these items. And after the party had finished up, they all had stated that they would be meeting back up at the restaurant that they had started their day off. And that is where we will be picking things up. It is, guys got here like late morning after a little bit of running around that you were doing. You agreed to meet back up at Whiffle's Waffles and meet there in about 3 hours' time. About that time has passed, and unless you guys have been going in different directions, are all starting to converge on that area. Duval is the first one there, since he kind of never really left the promenade. And same thing actually with Leopard too. Leopard stayed in the area as well.
Where is the rest of the party? They should have been here by now. I wasn't really expecting anyone to answer. I was just role-playing.
So, you guys slowly start to gather up, and after about maybe 15 or 20 minutes, you have everybody but Corvina that showed up at this point.
Aha, we're all present back at Wiffles Waffles after our 3-hour exactly on the dot break. Everybody have a good trek through the city. Get anybody come across anything interesting?
Lorana's beautiful face.
Oh. Is that tiefling that you met at Lyra's Overlook?
Yes.
Ah. So you were able to track her down. That is fascinating. I imagine she gave you a card or something?
Nope, just had to go around asking for her.
I never
It was
paid
kind
for the investigative type, but you were able to track her down. That is...
of. I was
impressed,
motivated.
Zerona. I am impressed.
I was motivated. Thank you.
Dear Zeno, you look a little troubled there. Everything all right?
I just have work to do. It's nothing.
Well, I mean, anybody here doing anything else? I don't have anything on my agenda. I'm actually rather bored at the moment.
Well, there's plenty of things to do in the city. I'm sure you could probably find something.
Ah. Okay.
Sorry, I'm not about to mix my work with the party. It's a little bit, dangerous, and it's kind of just best if I don't risk anyone else.
You're talking to the wall of Zariel. Nothing is a danger to me.
Well, I'm not entirely sure that you understand. You know what I do, right? You know what I investigate, right?
Dangerous magical items?
Yes.
Missing persons?
Yes. These aren't things like bugbears and orcs and caves, and we're talking about people with intent, people who want to see death happen, who want to see chaos made. We're not talking about random orcs on a quest or some sort of warpath here. This is a completely different ballgame, one that you're not.
You're also talking to somebody who is a war veteran. I have seen, must resist, I have seen some things. I have seen various foes across my time on the battlefield, some who employ magic, some that are merely the pawns of others, but there is always somebody pulling the strings behind the scenes. And I have dealt with many of them. I understand if you don't want to mix your employment with the adventuring party that we have here, but and I won't press you further. But should you ever...
And then we'll leave it at that then.
Fair. Leopard, you were heading to the bookshop, correct?
Yep.
I forget where I was going with this. Just,
Did you need a book?
I didn't, but I was wondering if you found everything you were looking for.
Found books. I was looking for books.
Awesome. That is fascinating. Okay. I will just wait for more to roleplay with. Okay.
Well, what is it that you're looking to accomplish here in Amon? Why don't we start there?
There's actually nothing in Iman that I am that is on my list of things to do. There's actually not much on that list at all, to be frank about it. But I'm here with the party. I am here to protect anybody who needs it, to help out where I can. Does that answer suffice?
Suppose. I mean, it's just I figured you had some kind of objective or goal here. Seems like everyone else does.
I do not. Not at this moment. Yeah.
Maybe our objective should be to find the wall an objective.
I mean, that isn't actually a bad idea.
Thank you.
Oh, Zoralda, you always just know exactly what to say.
We'll pause here real quick. And back in the temple district. Irvina, you got yourself right away. You've decided to leave yourself blood covered as you get dressed and walk out of the temple. Are you heading back to where the party was supposed to meet up with you?
Sort of. On the way there, is there a tavern or a place where I could pick up a friend?
There are many taverns, though if you're looking for companionship, it's probably a little bit too early for that.
Okay. So I will head to a tavern and pick up a bottle and start drinking on my way back to Wiffle's Waffles. Celebrating.
A bottle of what?
Whatever. She wouldn't know.
Water it is.
A bottle of their strongest of whatever she could buy.
Strongest bottle of water.
It's got extra minerals.
It's seltzer water.
Carbonation and minerals. Yeah.
It's that hard water.
Not a problem. Go ahead and just take a gold off.
It's
Give
actually
you-
a White Claw.
You get a pretty strong bottle of rum, seeing that cutting through the temple district and going through kind of central district, you're getting closer to like the port. So you're gonna have lots of places that would sell bottles of rum and port. You find yourself a decent bottle of rum and start wandering through the city. As you guys are kind of finishing up your conversation and talking, this being back at Whipple's, you do start to notice a familiar friend. Dressed in her new attire, or kind of new attire. Kind of has her high boots, kind of has her coat with the collar popped up, tricorn hat is sitting there. And you do see her in her natural form. Still a bit taller, white skin, white hair. So it's very distracting because while her clothes are fine, she seems to be absolutely covered in blood.
Is that blood?
Do you need my cleaning cube?
Corvina, please
And
tell me
it-
that's not yours.
Oh, not mine.
Please
Who's-
tell me that's not someone else's.
I'm assuming it is somebody else's.
There
But
really
I-
are only two options.
What do you mean you didn't do it? If it's not yours,
It came from the temple. Rum?
It's
where-
like 9 a.m. Why are you drinking rum?
why do you have a bottle of rum?
Why do you have a bottle of rum and also covered in blood? There's a lot of questions going on
It's not
here.
much left. Do you want some?
It's 9 a.m. No.
I'm not drinking any of that rum. Ah,
Did that come from the
Correction,
place
it's-
where the blood came from?
It's like 4 p.m.
It's like 9 a.m. I defy whatever the voice in the sky says.
It went from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. How much of this rum did I have?
I don't know.
A decent chunk of that bottle.
My constitution's 12.
So keep
Goodness.
in mind, it is legit about 4 p.m. You guys broke off around noon.
Oh, that's true. We had breakfast. I thought for some reason, I thought we had like breakfast and then like took a day off.
To be fair, I didn't have breakfast either.
Yeah, so
So
go
you-
ahead and Constitution save at a disadvantage.
So you're drinking rum. Goodness.
Um,
Well, I think we got a
That's a
confiscate.
7.
Oh yeah, you are wobbly. as
I am
fuck.
going to take the rest of the rum from her.
Hey now. That's my rum.
I am going to take the rest of the rum from her.
Would you like some rum?
Yes, please. Can I have the rum?
You could have to.
I'm going to take the rum from her and not drink it. Just hold it out of reach.
I'm as tall as you.
Wait, what?
Little Corvina. You're not having
Yeah.
it with this rum.
She's in her natural form because she has shown you guys what she looks like, but she's always portrayed herself as being small. But with her deciding to take her full-on natural thing, not hiding anything, she's what, 6 foot and change?
I'm about 6 foot.
Yeah, well, I'm 6'9", so
I can
you are going to. We haven't even found a inn. Corvina, what are you doing? You're
I'll
not
do
getting
you a
this
favor.
rum.
You have the rum. I'll go get us a room. There was a house of ill repute somewhere.
What?
Oh, Corvina.
Okay, hold on. Can we pause a moment? Corina, you just got, I'm assuming, blessed, baptized, something in the Raven's Queen's temple. And so your
Baptized
immediate
in blood.
response is you want to go to a house of, or a brothel while severely intoxicated.
Response was rum, and then whores. Yes.
Have you ever had rum before?
I don't remember.
I'm going to say not. Given how poorly you hold your liquor, little Corvina. Okay, do we know where we're staying? Has anybody come across an inn? She needs to sleep this off.
Oh, I mean, I'm going to stay at my apartment. I don't know about the
Can
rest.
I roll stealth and see if I can go find myself a house of ill repute?
It's 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
We're also all looking at you right now. I don't think you can roll
That being
stealth if we're all
said-
looking at you.
That being said, somebody who is very drunk would try that.
Right, yeah.
That's like
I
the
mean,
crunk.
You can do like trying to sneak and you don't go like anywhere.
Where are you going? Oh my god.
Like she tries to stealth out and just falls over.
Yeah, kind of. Like, you realize how much you were leaning on him?
I am going to pick her up and throw her over my shoulder. Do I need to do a stealth strength check?
Versus my very bad acrobatics at the moment.
Say no.
No.
You're able to easily.
Then the drunkard is over my shoulder, and
I'll have the rum if it helps.
no, Zeno, here, take the rum. She's not gonna have any more. Do whatever you want with it. Pour it down the drain. I don't care.
I give it to Zeralda.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like you've earned this. I don't know why, but I feel like you have.
So with her over my shoulder, I'm gonna turn to the party, and I'm okay. So Zeno, you have a place to stay. Do you know of anywhere around here that we can post for the night?
I start
Oh,
saying to the woman.
Oh, absolutely. And allow me to, if you will, change my voice so I sound very different, but I will explain to you places that I know of right now.
I get it. Oh my god.
Give me a history check. Do it with advantage since you're from here.
I suddenly forget everything.
You have your own apartment.
Right. Who knows the hotels around their own house? Really?
I mean, I do. A 17.
Okay. So there is a place that's not far from where you guys are at. It's going to be still in Abdar's promenade. Maybe about half the district away. There is a decent inn, which is simply called the Rook and Roost. And they have pretty decent accommodations run by a pair of dwarves.
Okay. That sounds promising. Thank you, Zeno. I don't know if anybody else is coming with me, but I'm going to take this one to the Rook and Roost, and I'm going to get her to sleep it off.
Corvina starts whispering in your ear, "Let's go steal a pirate ship."
How about no? You're
No
not
what?
getting a pirate. She wants to steal a pirate ship.
Can
Can we
no,
not?
please?
It sounds like you can't think of a reason to tell her no.
I mean, other than like my own employment, I suppose there's not really a negative, but
I think Zeralda is a wonderful person. Zeralda, I love you.
I love you.
I don't think we should steal a pirate ship, though. At least not.
I don't think we should either.
I mean, we could steal one from actual pirates, but I don't think there's actual pirates in Oman.
Probably not.
At least not like mean ones.
I mean, you would know better than me.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, then,
Your horns are very pointy. She starts poking at your horns.
Oh goodness.
Anybody coming with me to lock this one in a room until she sobers up?
Ooh, Zeralda, come with us. He's gonna lock us in a room.
All
You know
right.
what? I at least want to come with you because this is actually very entertaining. And this you can't put a price tag on this.
Like you can.
All right. You guys start your travel through the city. with Zeno's help, it's pretty easy to find the place. You guys are able to find over the next maybe like 20, 30 minutes. Looks like standard and doesn't really stand out. The Brook and Roost does have a sign that hangs out in the front where it's got what looks like a dragon chess piece with a rooster standing on top of it.
Okay, but I need to know about the antics that happen along the way.
Antics. What happened along the way?
I probably passed out midway, to be honest, but
Boo!
I could walk. I have feet.
Oh, yes, please let her walk.
No.
Oh, please let her walk.
No.
I try to persuade the wall to let her walk.
I use Misty Step.
He's no, you don't. You're slurring. You can't speak. Okay, so Zeno wants to persuade me. I will contest it. So what are we rolling? Magical voice in the sky.
I mean, to be completely honest, I don't use social skills PC versus PC. You use that more of a guideline.
I rolled a 25.
Fine, I will put her down, and I will stand her up. I will back away, and I will do a little motion of, see, she can't walk.
You said that you wanted to Misty Step?
Yes.
Give me a Constitution save at a disadvantage.
Okay. Hold on, my phone's not cooperating. It's actually not bad. That's a 12.
God damn it.
All right. So you do succeed in Misty Stepping. You're able to get the words out properly. You speak the Fey tongue as you have learned it, and poof, you're gone.
I just don't know where I was Misty Stepping.
Right. So you appear about 30 feet away down a side alley that you were not walking down. And you land on, you know how there's the like the fabric hangovers people have over their doors?
Yes.
You poof on that sideways, and then you slide and just roll right onto the cobblestone.
Ow. Sorry, Al. I can't walk.
I knew this was a good idea.
I will follow the voice and pick her back up.
Rum is bad.
Yes, dear Corvina.
Have to try a different kind.
Oh, God.
You know what? I decided we should take her to a brothel. I think that would just be wonderful.
I think so too.
Because I would love to see her negotiate anything in this state.
We need not more friends.
Brothel, bad. Kidnap, bad.
Zeralda,
No, because we have Zeralda and choose the bag of holding.
Entertainment at the expense of your friends? Questionable.
you know you can't put people in the bags of holding, right?
Deep breath, bag of holding, hurry.
No, that's not how that works.
We could try.
People pay for that kind of entertainment, you know.
I'm pretty sure they wrote a book about, like, freshmen at the Bardic College or the College of Magic trying this, and people passing out or dying. I'm pretty sure there's books or case studies about it.
Darn.
Haven't you ever read the warnings not to put bags over your head? Don't put bags of holding over your head. That's like a nursery rhyme, I think.
Is that though? They don't put warnings on the rum bottle that you can't walk or Misty Step.
But they do. The
Fantasy Surgeon General's warning.
Yeah, the Surgeon Cleric's warning. The Surgeon Cleric's warning.
Surgeon Cleric. Mr. DM, I've decided I'm giving up Zeno. I want to play the Surgeon Cleric of Amon.
Pravina goes back to petting the horns.
Get a room.
Yes, let's get a room.
Oh my god.
You promised to lock me in a room with Zerelda.
I promise to get you a room at the Rook and Roost so you can sober up.
Zerelda, didn't he say we were going to get locked in a room together?
That's what I remember.
Zeno, did I say that? Exactly.
Hold on, let me roll the dice here. It's hard to say. It's tough. They're tough to read.
Ooh, I still have those manacles.
How much longer of this before she just sobers up naturally?
I mean, she spent probably the better part of like 45 minutes drinking straight rum while wandering through the city.
Oh goodness, that could have caused. Oh gosh, I'm probably going to hear about this. I bet.
I go back to singing the Wellerman.
So you guys eventually make it to the Rook and Roost. And then you're able to pick up rooms for Karvina and anybody else who wants to take a room there. Just mark off a total of like 12 gold for the party.
I'll pay for everyone.
That is kind of you.
I start waving to people and talking to them, still covered in blood.
Oh goodness. Do I, Mr. DM? Do I happen to know the innkeeper? I had to think of. Thinking is very hard. I was like the inn man, the inn woman, the inn person,
The proprietor.
the proprietor.
Give me another history check.
That's pretty good. That is a 17.
And chat is confirming that I did say that I was going to lock her in a room until she was sober.
Thank you, chat. All right. So I'm going to say that yes. I mean, you're not very familiar with them. You've had a couple conversations with them before in the past. You know that the inn is run by two dwarves. It's just a husband and a wife, Mr. and Mrs. Rook. And kind enough dwarves. But you don't really know anything about the past or anything like that.
What is that? Kind enough.
That's an appropriate term. But yes, you know them.
Okay.
And chat is not actually disproving that you did mention locking her with Zerelda.
Well, chat, press 1 if you want Zeralda and Karina to get locked up. Press 2 if you want them to be put in separate rooms. And press 3 if you want something wild and crazy to happen.
Oh my god.
Twitch plays D&D.
All right. So anyway, you guys are able to find a room, kind of huck her into the room and close the door on her. Was there anything else that the rest of the party was wanting to do for the night?
I guess I'm standing guard to make sure she doesn't sneak out and do it again?
I'm good to move on.
How long was I with Lorana?
You just had a short date with her. Like everybody was out for about like 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. I'm gonna spend some time alone in my room.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
That could just be completely innocent. We're just like, ugh. Yeah, I guess I'll head back to my apartment.
Yeah, Zerelda is testing out her new giant-size peace pipe that they had picked up from the giant.
I forgot about that.
I think
So-
as long as she is.
That begs the question: is the peace pipe giant size, or is it just a very large peace pipe?
No, it is
Hmm.
giant's smoking pipe.
Oh, so like
That thing is about 6 feet long, 4 feet long.
It's the size of Zerelda. Actually, longer.
Bigger.
It could probably fit in the bowl, to be honest.
Take a nap.
Oh my god.
dude, that just brings hotboxing to a whole new level.
I think the new life goal for Zerelda, smoke herself.
It also really gives a new definition to like smoking hot. You're oh, thank
The wall just shakes his head.
All right. So you guys go ahead and bed down and end up going through the rest of the night. For Zero, go ahead and give me another Constitution saving throw, please.
She'll be able to do that in 1 second.
Okay.
Is that with advantage, disadvantage, normal?
What's it? Walking 7 plus 1, 8.
8.
So you wake up to a relatively sunny morning. Lights coming in through the window beautifully. The birds are chirping. Technology can be technology. All right. So you guys wake up in the morning, get yourselves all squared away. Eventually, Zeno does join you as you guys notice that Corvina is just kind of like sitting at the table, rubbing her temples and looking somewhat murderous.
Well, if I notice that the wall is just kind of crashed outside the door, I would do hold on, let me pull it up. I would just do healing word as a bonus action to make sure he's not all cramped and uncomfortable.
Okay.
You have the wherewithal to do that with a massive hangover?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Priorities.
a cleric.
Also, so when Zelda comes back into the what was it called? The inn.
Rook and Roost.
Yeah, when Zelda comes back into the Rook and Roost after her morning ritual of smoking on the roof, she sees Corvina sitting there, clearly having a awful morning, and she laughs, pats her on the back, and says, "And this is why I stopped drinking and stick to the bud."
I nod my head and I order more rum. Hair of the dog.
What were Mr. and Mrs. Rook's it doesn't matter. No, do not bring her any rum. Bring her water.
I mean, if she's that hungover, that might not be a bad idea, lad.
A single. She can have a single. And a glass of water.
I got you. For a couple minutes, he comes back with a single. He'll come back with water, as well as a of what looks to be soup, but full of like barley and chunks of sausage, and has this really nice smell to it. Old woman recipe. Yes.
Zeralda, we can hear you breathing, dear.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
Corvina pokes at the food, thanks them, and just kind of picks at it while she drinks. She looks at the wall. Food. Have food.
I think it's meant for you, Corvina.
Mm-mm. Fine. She'll eat it.
You guys have a chance to order your breakfasts, and it's not to the same level as Whiffle's was, but it's still pretty good. And then for yourself, Corvina, you actually do notice that after about maybe like a half hour, the hangover starts to actually subside from that food.
Okay.
Leopard would probably be coming back from a walk, having woken up early.
Yeah. The part actually, that's a good point. Give me just a general perception check.
18.
Okay. So on your way back, this was closer to like the military district. You do just glance over at a board that has kind of like wanted posters.
Okay.
And one of them actually jumps out at you as a as something that is just
Corvina's on
it just says on the top, wanted mass arsonist. Illiman Falcon Song. Brought in dead or alive. Dead, 2,000 gold. Alive, 15,000. Extremely dangerous. And you see a drawing of a full-blooded elf. Seems to have various tattoos that covers his face. And it looks like the poster is tacked on top of an old one. The old one looks like it's been there for a while, but this one looks like it was just probably printed maybe a couple days ago.
Okay. I'll take it.
All right. Have a chance to meet up.
Has Zeno joined us yet? You said yes?
Yes.
Awesome. The whole party's here. I imagine we're still mostly traveling together. I visited our friend Gilmore yesterday, if you all recall, and he actually asked me if we would be in the market for any magical items. I am pretty much tapped out, but this morning I actually have thought of a magical item that I would like to procure if he would be able to stock it. And I was going to head over that way this morning if anybody would like to join me.
I do need to price out some items that I need at Gilmore's.
So Corvina's on board with this. Anybody else want to travel with me to Gilmore's?
Shall I have to get to my work?
Perhaps another time.
Zeno, you're echoing.
Is he coming through on mine? Because I am actually on speaker and mic on my computer rather than headphones.
Okay. I didn't hear what you had said. Go ahead and repeat yourself, Zeno.
Oh, I said I should get back to my work.
And Zeno did make it clear that he is not looking for help with that, so the wall will just leave him be on that.
Geraldo, how about you? Geraldo?
Geralda.
Sorry, sorry guys, I had to pop out for a second.
Oh, okay. So a couple people are heading off to Gilmore's to pick up a couple magic items in the shop around. You going to be joining them?
Yeah.
And then Leopard, you said that you were not going. You're just going to go do whatever?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, guys travel back to Gilmore's Glorious Goods. Geraldo, this is the first time that you're seeing this. Corvina, this is not the first time you're seeing this, though you've never been here looking like this. Coming up to the window, you see just various little magical trinkets and curios and walls of spell components and little things that kind of whistle and pop as you walk in through the door. You see, a glass counter that has various items behind the glass and a few things hung up on the wall that are absolutely just gorgeous swords and pieces of armor and different accoutrement. You see rows of arcane focus and paper needed for spell books and the appropriate inks and stuff like that you need for those types of things.
Quick above the table question. I have my wherewithal, right? Like, I'm not going to chance walking in there calling him Uncle Sean.
I mean, that's going to be dependent entirely on you, but you're no longer hungover at this point.
Okay. So she'll be okay to walk in and still be undercover, so to speak.
Correct.
Okay.
So, walking in, you do see the half-elf assistant that you had met the last time you were here, Sherry. She's definitely has, or still has, similar robe appearance hanging over big, like, bottleneck glasses almost, as she's going through and rummaging through shelves and moving some stuff around. You do see Gilmore as well up at the front desk. Purple and gold robes, various gold chains that are hanging off. He's got this kind of V cut onto like his undershirt, so he's got a bit of his chest showing. Kind of this like bronzish skin to him with very dark hair. Absolutely giant smile on his face as he's talking to somebody. And while he is human, he definitely looks older. It's hard to really guess his age because he seems to take care of himself. On the opposite side of the counter, he is talking to a female fire genasi. She's dressed in, or she has a very similar complexion to her skin, kind of like that dark bronzish color. Has her hair swept over on the one side where it's it starts off black and kind of merges into red and near the bottom yellow, kind of giving that appearance of coals to fire. Seemingly very simple looking clothes. Has a bit of, despite it being winter out, she does have a bit of skin showing from the clothes around the midriff. Her arms are open as well. Has a cloak draped over her shoulders.
Excuse me, my dear.
The wall is not about to interrupt the conversation being had. So
That's fine. Jump right in there.
Oh my goodness. It's like so hot in here. I'm just gonna turn around and face the rest of you. Isn't it like so hot in here?
yes.
It's so warm. Like constantly. Like all the time. Maybe it's just me. I don't know you. Hi.
Hi. Yeah. You and I don't know each other. You. I think it might be you with the being hot in here, but I am.
I got this. Hi, I'm Corvina. This is the wall Azariel.
Sorry, did you just
You
say
are?
your name? The wall?
Yep.
That's so cool. My name is Syra. Like, sighing. Not very exciting. Nothing cool like the wall. That's awesome.
That is pretty cool. I look up to Gilmore.
And hello, my changeling friend. How are we today?
We are very good today. I need things, Gilmore. Do you have prices for me?
Oh, we have many things here, prices included. What exactly are we looking for?
And just a moment, Sarah, bear with me just a moment here while I go ahead and deal with the customers, and then we can try to figure out a place for you to go and explore.
I mean, if she needs places to explore, I just picked up a room and I have lots of things that she could explore.
Sorry, you caught me mid-cookie.
The wall will just be standing there, just eyes wide, jaw on the floor. Like, did she just say that?
So, do you guys explore too?
If you're talking about the exploration she's talking about, I don't know that we do, but yes, we are an adventuring party.
He locked me in a room all night.
I do
Well, it
apologize.
happens.
Do apologize for Corvina here. Gilmore, when you're done getting prices for Corvina, I actually have a request for something specific, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, absolutely. And I will go ahead and toss this up here. I'll put this in the general chat just because I don't want to have us spend an hour just shopping.
I have just 3 things I need prices for.
I'm pretty sure one of these things is actually already in this list.
Okay.
What is it? Oh, excuse me. What is the things you're looking for?
Find familiar scrolls, bag of holding and the sending stones that we spoke about, the 6 ways.
So the sending stones, that's the only thing that he's not going to have in stock. So
Right.
he'll have to make that. He'll let you know that that's going to take probably about maybe a week to craft, since sending stones are fairly easy, but connecting them 7 ways is not.
Mhm.
That will probably be about, say, 1,000 gold for the whole thing.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to the party about that.
And I just posted up his shopping list on what he has available in the store.
I'm imagining what I want, he doesn't, so.
That's fine, and we already discussed on what the price point of that is.
Yes.
So you can put the order in for that. He said that will only take about maybe a day or 2.
Awesome. I am looking forward to that. Fast tracking
Do
that
I
conversation.
hear his conversation?
No. I made special effort to make sure she didn't hear.
With a perception like mine, do I hear the conversation?
Yeah, are you trying to proactively do that, or are you having a conversation with the fire genasi?
You know what? I'm probably having a conversation with the fire genasi.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Considering Corvina, yeah.
So after I have placed my order with Gilmore for probably 3 sets of those, I will return to Corvina and Zerelda, who are still enthralled with Sela. Did I get that right?
Syra. Close.
Syra. Oh, I was gonna say that, and then I'm like, that's not right.
I'm impressed that you remembered her name. You got her name. I got her number.
Did you though?
Just wait.
I'm gonna say yes.
Would you like to come back with us? I could show you. I have a emotional support familiar.
We'll have a
And her own room.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, yeah. Let's go. Is that weird? That might be weird. I don't know. Sign me up. Let's go.
Sarah, dear,
I will just roll with this.
they seem to be relatively good people. But if you have any, if there's any trouble, just let me know. But otherwise, I feel like you're in good hands. And maybe they'll show you around the city and give you a little bit of a tour.
Later, I'll look over that list and I'll buy the couple things that I was looking for.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a tour of the whatever that cock inn we were in.
Sure.
The Rook and Roost.
Close.
Close enough.
It's not the Cock and Walk.
It could be. The night is young.
It is now.
I think Zeno's standing outside smoking a cigarette when they see
Ah.
this parade coming.
Fuckery.
And if you guys take a look in Roll20, I did create a token for her, so you'll be able to see what she looks like. Unless you want to just drop the picture in there, Ems, that's entirely up to you. Actually, wait, no, I can just do show to players.
We come walking up and talk to Zerelda. So you bring in the pipe. We're gonna have a grand old time. Apparently, I'm no longer allowed rum though.
Well, that's probably best after last night.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna need a chaperone, otherwise you're going to get into trouble.
I can almost guarantee you that I'm going to get into trouble.
No, I don't think you will.
Buzzkill.
Oh, hush you. At least not that kind of trouble. Bad trouble.
You know, I'm
Good
just
trouble.
messing with you.
That's okay though.
Yeah, good trouble's fine. I get into good trouble sometimes, but... And I'm sorry, did we let Corvina kidnap someone?
She came willingly.
Okay.
I did. It's true.
I did
Hi.
not kidnap anybody.
This time.
It was a consensual kidnapping.
I probably... Oh, sure. Sure.
I promised I'd teach her a new spell.
Not.
Mm-hmm.
I must have missed that.
Yeah, it's called Finger Blast.
On screen.
Goodness Christ. Okay.
Oh
I'm-
my god.
I need
Good night.
I need to clarify a point here. Is Corvina still covered in fucking blood? So she
never
probably smells like death.
I mean, unless somebody popped a prestidigitation or shoved her in a bathtub. yeah.
No, I didn't.
I
Actually,
feel like that one little question really rapidly changed Syra's character. It's one thing to follow a clean person to their end.
Maybe her sense of smell is very, very off.
Maybe I just am constantly smelling campfire from my own everything. We'll go with that. I didn't smell
Yeah.
the death. I swear.
Campfire is a very attractive smell.
To be
Oh.
fair, I probably just smell like Rome at this point.
You're sober. You're sober. You probably just smell like death.
I probably smell like blood and rum, and that's a terrible combination.
Hey, Corvina, dear,
Yes,
can you please go take a bath
that's a great idea. Let's go to the
by
bath.
yourself? We're practicing good hygiene.
Okay, which way is the bathhouse?
You're going to go back into the Rook and Roost and take a bath in there.
Fine. Can I bring my new friend?
No.
Did you need a hand?
No, she doesn't.
I need to.
Corvina, get the fuck in there and take your fucking bath.
Fine. I will meet you in my room. Here's my key.
Okay.
She'll go up and take a quick bath.
Oh. So, Miss, apologies. May I ask why you decided to follow our lovely little group here?
That's a good question. I guess I just needed something fun to do and see, just new experiences, you know?
Right. Yep, that's fair. Are you from Amon? Are you from somewhere else?
Somewhere else. Oh, even though it's quite chilly here, it's so hot. I don't know how all of you are wearing those layers.
Goodness, we cannot let Corvina hear any of this.
Are we all standing close to her because she's emanating heat?
Oh, that would be so cute.
Because it's midwinter.
Legit, executive decision. I'm warm in a radius.
Yeah, she is legit radiating heat.
So we're all shuffled around like a heating pad. Our heating ganassi.
Y'all are penguins. It's G.
We're like holding Zeralda up so that way, she's where the heat is, because heat rises.
Perfect.
Sometimes a family can be a tiefling, a half-elf.
A halfling.
Halfling and their eater friend who's a fire.
You're gonna love one of the items I have if that's the case.
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited.
Zeralda Wall and I'm sorry. What was your name again?
Syra?
Syra. I suppose Syra. I did a little bit of thinking, and if you all can promise me to be very careful, and if I give you directions to follow them, I suppose I can maybe let you help me out with my work.
What do you do?
I am an detective. I work with the city guard. I help to solve murder cases, any sort of missing persons, dealing with specifically magic items gone awry. And I currently have some type of individual on the loose right now.
Why the change of heart, little Zeno?
That much smaller than you. Because I know that if I just didn't say anything, you probably would all worry about me, and I'd rather you not be terribly worried and at least know what's going on. And also I can keep an eye on you because I don't trust what we're dealing with right now.
I guess I could use the help wrangling the bunch here.
Oh no, you can wrangle Corvina all on your own, sir.
Oh god. And Zerota, and Zyla. Oh my god.
I don't need wrangled.
Oh. Are you sure about that?
Yes. You can ask nicely if you want, though.
Jeez, nobody had a water check today. Everybody is fucking thirsty.
Zyla, would you like to come inside and have a drink?
Oh, I would love to. That sounds fantastic.
It's like 10 a.m.
Okay.
Water. Water. I was talking about water.
Were we? I don't know at this point.
I understand the confusion, Zeno, with Corvina, but
who's down?
I mean, you know, wait, what am I saying? We drink fucking mimosas. Yeah, let's go. So I'll have a mimosa for Zoe, who's probably having to deal with poor Sergeant Scruffles. He has a very bad case of scruffleitis.
I was going to say
poops.
anxiety.
Is that words?
Yes?
Yes.
So back me up here.
Yes.
I feel as though I've maybe missed something.
Oh, Zoe's just a dear friend of mine and ours, and she has a pet wolf named Sergeant Scruffles. But he's a little under the weather currently.
My goodness. Oh, I love wolves. Is he soft?
When he's not mauling faces, yes.
Yeah, I want to know if he's soft. He doesn't let me get near him.
Oh, I bet he's still soft when he's mauling faces. He's just also mauling faces.
You know, I might be actually, for once, and she's not here to hear me say that, but I might agree with Corvina. I think we should keep her. She sounds just like the bag of sunshine we need.
Everybody loves sunshine. It's too warm, though. I'll be my own sun.
I'm sure you can.
Am I coming down yet to hear that I was right?
Oh, you can come down after that. I don't care. I'm not letting you hear that though.
That little victory. As you guys are sitting around to
Sitting
Sierra,
around the Camp Ganassi.
one
I'm
of your
so excited to show you this item. It's just gonna get better, you guys, and warmer.
as you guys are sitting there talking, Sierra, one of your pockets actually starts to kind of little bits of smoke start to come out of it.
Oh my goodness, is it that time already? Come here. And she's gonna reach a hand very delicately into her pocket, like she's very gingerly scooping something, and she will produce her hand with something very precious in it.
What is it that you have there?
Oh, this this is a Forge Keeper spark.
And as she opens her hands, you see what looks to just be a lump of coal, almost. It's smoldering, wisps of smoke are starting to come off of it. And as she holds it in her hands, it goes a little bit of a as a small fire pops up. And it starts to dance around. And as you're looking at it, you actually start to see like a little face show up in the flames. And it just kind of looks around, looks over at Sierra. There's a possibility for a fire face to smile. You kind of see what would look like one before its attention starts to kind of move around the room and look at you guys, all well attached to this piece of coal.
See, look, I made new friends. Are you proud of me?
You hear a little bit of a crackle.
Is it time for something to eat? Is there something I can give him? Like a piece of wood would be great, or even like some leftovers to burn.
Are the innkeepers not worried about this sudden fire in the middle of their dining room?
It's not very like it's literally like a piece of charcoal and then the little fire that's appearing off of it. So it's probably the equivalent of like a woodwick candle putting off a flame.
Also,
Oh.
for the record, I'm 4'11" and he fits in my hand, so he really is very small.
Oh, that's precious.
I know.
I'm sitting here like, can I give him a cigarette? Does that count?
I don't think.
I mean, they're like fuel, so I can't imagine.
I'm not sure that quite counts. Oh, it's just gonna reach into another one of her pockets and pull out some like Kleenex or like a handkerchief or something, and it looks like pretty stained. Like she could wash it, but she's just gonna feed it to her little fire friend.
And sure enough, you go and kind of like cover the flame of it, kind of like leaving enough air for it, and it starts to lap at the fabric, and soon the fire starts to get a little bit bigger and happier, and it looks like it's legitimately consuming it as it like little tiny like flame tendrils kind of like pull at the fabric, and it starts to slowly eat at the piece of fabric as the flame grows a little bit in your hand.
Oh, I absolutely love this little adorable thing.
Isn't he sweet? His name is Calcifer. I named him that. I don't know what his name is. He can't talk. But he seemed to like it, so we just kind of stuck with it.
Where did you get this wonderful little fellow?
Question, Calcifer, when would you say that I picked you up along the road?
It stops eating and kind of dances around a little bit, and then kind of crackles and shrugs the flame. It doesn't seem to have an answer.
Yes, I don't recall because well I've had him a while now. I've just been on the road for quite a long time and I've seen so many new places. I just they all kind of blur together, you know. But I just kind of found him. He seemed pretty lonely, and so I asked if he wanted to come with me, and he seemed pretty enthused.
He looks at the group again. You're not quite sure if he's fully understanding what's being said or what's around him, but he does seem to be somewhat sentient. He's kind of looking around as people are talking and like looks to be almost paying attention before his attention gets distracted again by the fabric.
Buddy, I won't let you go so long without a snack next time.
He crackles again.
Am I back yet?
I'm going to say yes. You'll be joining us here in just a moment. Leonard, where's your character at? Leopard?
Sorry, I lost my mic. I honestly was not really thinking where he would be.
Okay. Are you going to be joining the party, or are you off doing your own thing?
Can we get back to that later?
So. All right. So at this point, Corvina, you will be able to come down and join the group.
Okay. Do I see this little creature that she's talking to and playing with?
Yes. It's currently a little tiny piece of charcoal in the palm of her hand while she's getting to know the party and talking to everybody.
Okay. Can I roll an insight?
What and for whom?
I didn't hear you.
I said for what and for whom?
On the behavior of, I guess, the Genasi and how she's interacting with this creature.
Okay, so you're trying to determine if it is like what she says it is?
If she's what she says, like if she's being genuine.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me an insight.
While she's doing that, can I like reach a hand in and like scratch his little fire chin, pseudo fire chin?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
That's so precious.
It's only a 13.
She seems truthful.
All right, I'll go sit with the party.
Oh, you smell way better.
You're back! Clean! How exciting!
It is exciting, but I liked the blood more. It was fun.
To each their own.
Corvina,
Yes.
how are we going to walk around town with you covered in blood?
I mean, to be fair, I'm usually covered in blood.
That was the old you. The new you can be not covered in blood.
A guy like that back in my hometown. His name was Dave. He smelled weird.
I mean, you're right. I could choose to be not covered in blood. We can take this anywhere. New me? We still need to steal a pirate ship.
What happened to law-abiding and moral, Corvina, cleric of the Raven Queen?
You're a cleric?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's so. You must have like crazy healing abilities, and maybe you're like super strong. I haven't met a lot of clerics recently. It's mostly been me and Calcifer. I haven't really talked to anyone recently. It's kind of been a while, but like that's so cool.
Fun fact, I'm not that kind of cleric.
What kind of cleric are you? Oh my goodness, I get to learn something new. Teach me, teach me.
I kill undead.
Oh, that's so cool.
I have a really cool whip. Why don't we go upstairs? I can show you all about it.
Corvina?
Yeah?
No. Not.
I do have a cool whip, though.
You do?
A cool whip that makes me uneasy.
I can use it on you unless you ask me to.
Oh no, that would be a sight to see. So what exactly are you doing here then in Amon if you're not from here? If you don't mind me asking.
You know, my family, they're like, they're, well, we're the McScorch family, so we're like sorcerers. Well, not like sorcerers, like we are sorcerers, but my family really likes to use their power for icky stuff and money, and that's just not really my vibe, in case you couldn't tell. So I thought that I would go and do some exploring and see the world and learn some new stuff and just try to put my power towards some good things. Which is kind of an oxymoron because it's mostly fire that I do, but you know.
You said
At her describing about her family doing it for icky and for money, and that she doesn't like that. The wall is taking a keener interest in her now, given that she is expressing a good character.
Speaking
Sorry, I
of
wasn't saying that in character. I should have probably been saying that in character. I'm sorry.
Corvina says, speaking of money, that reminds me. I went to
Should I mute her?
I went to Gilmore, and one of the items that I'm looking for the party was a 6-way sending stones, and it's going to be about 1,000 gold, which I do not have, but we'll be able to talk to each other and above table clarify it's anywhere on the prime material plate, right?
so,
Yeah.
We could each have one and always be in contact with each other. So if the party wants to split that, I can have it made in a week.
Zero. Corvina.
Yes, Saria.
I mean, we interrupted her telling of what it is she's doing here for
My
sending
apologies.
stones. I mean, it sounds like a wonderful idea, but maybe we talk about that when we are not entertaining our guest.
We're not entertaining our guests. We'll be entertaining our guests when we bring her upstairs.
Zyla, why don't you continue?
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. You know, like I think I'm only down to like 24, 25 gold left. I've been on the road for a while, but you know, if it helps, I
was
can share.
asking money. She was asking the party if we wanted to pitch in for it.
I can give her money if we can make this quicker.
It's just no, I know, but I just like to share and help. So you know, I don't have a lot, but you know what I do have, I'm happy to share and make stuff happen.
No, you can keep your money, dear. We have money for the party.
What is it you are doing in Amon? let's continue back on that.
What am I doing here? That's a good question. I didn't really have a plan for my little road trip. And I definitely didn't have a plan when I chose to come here. I just kind of figured this felt like the most logical next step. Just in experiencing the world, because like I say, like my family, they're they're really serious and they're kind of all about money and power, and it's not really my jam. I just feel like if you wanna, how do I put this? So they really like to be in charge of people, but I feel like it's more important to make connections with people and make friends. Like you guys are my friends now, and I just thought it would be a cool place to go and meet new people, So uh, is it bad to say I didn't have a plan?
No, not at all. And might I just say, perking up. I'm not saying perking up. I am perking up as I'm shutting up. Not really.
Oh,
Might I
Lord.
just say that it sounds like you might be in need of protection as you go on adventures? Because I'm the Wall of Zariel, I protect people, it's kind of what I do.
We can kidnap her?
I did not say that.
We just
You
have
know
to
that you can make acquaintances and friends without kidnapping them, right?
He said we could do it.
I don't know about kidnapping, but it sure would be nice to have some travel buddies. Yeah. It's mostly just been me and Calcifer and my cube.
Your cube.
Well, he washes stuff. He's very cute. He's not very bright, but he's very sweet. He likes to wash my stuff for me.
Ah, we do have one of those. I believe Leopard is in possession of it currently.
Oh, they're so cute, right?
Oh, they are adorable.
Syra.
Yeah?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You said that you're part of the mixed Scorch family, correct?
That's right.
And you said that your family likes to do, as you put it, icky things. I'm assuming not law-abiding things. Does that sound correct?
They're I mean, I think they're mostly above the law, but I never really got into the family business because it's gross. I don't know. I'm just not really into using people for their money, and I think I just think it's really sad when people are super oriented toward material things, and that's my family in a nutshell: power and stuff. So
What do they do?
that's a good question. I never really asked. That's kind of the black sheep of my family, so they didn't really tell me much.
Hey, Mr. Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Mr. Dungeon Master?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Can I, try to recall if the name McScorch has come up anywhere in the office or among the guard or ever?
Go ahead and give me a history check.
Okay. That's pretty good. That's an 18.
You've never heard of them in Iman.
Okay.
The name does ring a bell slightly, but it's not anything that you've had, or any persons or family that you've had any interaction with. You haven't made any arrests based off of that name.
Okay.
It's kind of one of those things that's in the back of your mind. You know that there's something there, but you're not making a connection.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so they're like, yeah, they don't really like me very much, but that's okay because they're not very nice. I know
Oh.
I know that they kind of like they use their powers for a lot of stuff, like their magic. Because it goes way back in our family line, and they think that it gives them like power over other people. But I mean, mostly I think it just gives us power over fire. But that's just me. Yeah. What about you guys?
Well, I live here. I moved here, and I've been living here, and I guess doing work and trying to figure out more about my own source of magic.
Magic do you do?
Oh, I'm a warlock.
Oh, that's neat. Who do you so you have a pact, right? So like do you have a pact with anyone cool?
Uh, I I I think she's pretty special. Her name's Martell, and she is a being of the mana.
She pretty?
Uh, I mean, in a way of admiration, yes, but she appears as a young child, so I wouldn't exactly call her pretty.
She sounds cute.
Yes, I think she's cute. I mean, obviously she's much older than me, but
Or here. Like I'm pretty sure that he's like really old, but look at how cute he is. It's like that totally makes sense to me.
I mean, are we going around the horn? Or...
it's the first day at the office. Everyone shares a fun fact about themselves.
Team bonding exercises.
Or can you screenshot it?
We have Zoe. She has a fat wolf. She loves her alcohol at all times.
I mean, I'm actually a very recent traveler to this continent, and I came across the rest of the party as they were fighting a green dragon, and I have been with them since. I have always found myself to be, well, rather impervious, and partly of how I got the name of the Wall of Zariel, and I don't really have much of a plan. It's more or less just wandering around, such as yourself, but protecting those who are in need of protection and worthy of it. Protecting the meek, the weak, the abused, those that are running from, well, toxic family.
That sounds like me.
Such as that nature. That is effectively what I do.
Well, that's super noble of you. And you know what they say
Thank
about not
you.
having a plan?
I do not know what they say.
You can't be doing it wrong if no one knows what you're doing.
Yeah.
I will.
Hard to argue that logic.
I think that's pretty sound logic. I can't argue with it.
Low-key, that was
Yes.
almost my grad quote, but then I went with, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well. So, like,
Also a really good one.
thank you. Just a little side note for Nems.
So I think that what we'll do here, guys, we're at like 9:15. Let's go ahead and take like a 10-minute break, and then we'll jump back in if that's okay.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Everyone, get your water. Wash your hands if you haven't today, which you should. Drink your Ovaltine.
I swear, my brain just like auto-filled that to ovaries, and I was like, you shouldn't drink your ovaries. This is a bad plan.
Please don't drink your ovaries.
Yeah, it's not a good idea. I feel like that would be a really terrible beverage.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. All right, so the party's kind of getting to know one another, and they're introducing themselves to Syrah, and it also kind of staring at the giant or the tiny cute flame that's in her hand. And after a couple minutes of everybody talking, there is a really loud whoosh outside. I just kind of feel the windows, or hear the windows rattle. Start hearing some yelling outside.
Hand on the hilt. Sword hilt. Zeno, we want to take a gander at what's going on?
Yeah, let's go gandering.
I'll stealth out.
You would.
All right. You guys head outside. You do see people running in different directions. People are yelling to get some help, and you see large plumes of smoke from about a block over.
I should probably mention this right now, but like, I make fires. I don't put them out. Not very well, anyway. But I can try.
Did you make that fire?
No.
Then
No,
you're
that one's not me.
That was not accusational. That was more sarcastic to say you're fine. Not to worry. But we'll start running in that direction.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take off, kind of.
Yeah, Corvina will be stealthed and follow.
Thyro will very, very carefully tuck Calcifer back into her pocket and make sure he is safe in there, and then she will bolt.
I've already tossed onto the map. Syrah, you should be able to maneuver your character, your token.
I'm going to tell you right now, Roll20 is disagreeing with you as it stands.
No, it didn't update for a second.
No reason for this behavior, Roll20.
Being sassy. All right, try it now.
I'm gonna have to give him a Corvina picture.
Go ahead and give it a try now. All right, there you go.
Ah! Success.
So, going down into a little section of market, you do see several people that are in there seemingly running away from a building that is currently enveloped in flames. Standing in the center, you do see a elf in black, like charred black robes. So intricacies to it that makes it look like fire and like heat underneath like rock almost. A series of red tattoos go down his face, almost seeming tribal-like, as a big mesh of red hair that's been tied into the back in kind of a long ponytail. His hand, you see a dagger that is wreathed in black flames. As he looks at the building and the people running, As you're coming up, you just take some deep breath. It is good to be back here. The sounds. Love the sounds of the city, don't you, folks? Sounds of the city, the smell of charcoal. That's delicious.
I was gonna say we match, but like, not with that attitude.
Are you? I'm assuming the answer, but are you the one who has set this building ablaze, sir?
Why, look at you. Aren't you adorable, all lined up and grouped together? Yes, in fact, I am. I'm going to have you all roll initiative.
Oh, well, if you didn't do that, I was going to charge, so. Really wish he'd let me charge.
Everybody hold their numbers, and I'll call you out here in a second.
I can't move my token.
I'll give you a second. All right, Wall.
That's gonna be a 2.
Wall. Corvina.
14.
Nice. Zerelda.
2.
This is starting to go, guys. All right, Senna.
16.
All right, Sarah.
18.
How far am I from this guy?
All right, and then Leopard.
15, 20, 25, 30. Like, you're pretty far.
I have one missed step left.
Got 3.
3.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like he's going first.
Ouch.
Do you think he should not do that?
All right, I will need.
Knew I should have charged.
Let's start off small. I need everybody to give me a dexterity save.
Blah, 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 blah.
A dexterity save.
From whom?
Everybody.
Okay.
Oh no.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
What?
no.
Huh. A 16 again.
There was a 6.
Somebody got 6. Paul.
I got a 2. It was a nat 1. Plus
Little
1.
rock.
That was my initiative roll, too.
Oh no.
2 nat 1s in a row.
Oh, dice
And
drop, dude.
Leopard, you don't have to give me that then, because you made a good point. You're still technically on the map, but I'll introduce you in a couple rounds.
Okay.
Zerelda.
1. Not a nat 1, but 1.
This is not going well for you guys.
Nope.
Zeno, what was yours?
16.
I got yours, and then I can't remember what was yours, Corvina.
15.
15. All right. Anybody that hit 15 or above will get half damage. Everybody else takes full.
Except me, because I'm a tiefling, right? Because it's fire.
It is fire, so you are going to be taking half damage still.
Can I
Me
use my
too.
reaction to half the half damage?
No, because that's for physical attacks, not AoEs.
Okay.
I have fire resistance. Can I still take half damage too?
Yeah, if you got fire resistance, you guys are going to take half.
Oh, sweet.
Taking quarter damage, baby.
How much was full damage?
I'm getting there. Just like
Okay.
I mean, if everybody wants to wait until my turn, I can give you a D4 of temp HP.
33 for full damage.
Holy
Oh, that's
And
a
then-
spicy meatball.
16 for half. And then 8 for quarter for you, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm 36.
Wow.
And you are a tank.
That's almost half my health right there.
You took half,
If,
half damage.
I am a squishy bean. Why would you do this?
Wow.
Here, I want you to guest star in my stream. I'm gonna kill you.
Also die. Chad, if you think that was pretty rude, type 1 to say, man, DM, that's kind of a dick move. Type 2 to be like, fucking roast them. And type 3 if he wants to do something wacky and crazy.
There was a bystander in front of you that is just absolutely.
You just killed a civilian. Oh my god. Hello, trauma.
You are killing innocent people. I will get to you after everybody else goes.
All right, Sarah, you're up.
Oh, I don't feel confident in my decision to move forward, but I suppose if I want to do any damage, I must. Because y'all are allies, do I still have to do twice the movement speed to get past y'all?
I wouldn't think so.
I know
you-
every DM rules it differently, so I thought I should ask. Hello?
Mr. DM,
Yes.
we have a question for you.
If the question was the half movement, I must have cut out. You're welcome to go through regular speed.
Oh, cool beans. Okay. I dislike putting myself here, but it's a really good range for a mind sliver, if you please.
All right, what's your speed?
You need to make an intelligence saving throw, and the DC is 14.
He just makes that.
Oh, slimy banana man. I never cleared beforehand if we were allowed to swear on this stream.
Oh, yeah, no, you can.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, you heard everything else that happened.
You go and cast the spell, and he just kind of shakes it off. Goes, tiny fire mage. You should stick to your elements.
This is my element. That's why it's not working.
All right. Is that all for your actions?
I'm gonna give him the stink eye.
I think I has.
Reaction.
No.
Well, I'd love to move my token.
Yes, I should probably give you access to that.
Thank you.
Okay, I can move mine, so that's good. I can't move yours,
That's fine.
so
All right, you should be good now.
Cool. I'm gonna go stab a bitch with my ice sword.
All right, go for it.
That's a natural 20, baby.
Nice. I also need you to make a saving throw as well. Let me double check this real quick. Where you at? There you are. Oh, there's no saving throw.
What was that?
I was go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay.
He, as you go to swing at him, there's a bright burst of flames as you get burned.
Do you need the ice or the cold damage separate?
No, you do not.
Okay. He takes 30 damage on the first hit.
Okay. And then you take 10.
Is it fire damage?
It is fire, so it would be half.
All right, cool. And I'm gonna hit him again, or attempt to hit him again. That one was a 16 to hit him.
The 16 will miss.
Damn. How'd that 30 though look to him?
The 30 hit him pretty good.
You're not running your mouth as much anymore.
I made a mistake. So I'm not going to reverse the fireball damage that was already calculated. He ignores fire resistance.
oh,
I know what I see what he's.
He definitely would have pretty much off me there. Okay.
For Zeno, you'll take the full 10 in that case. As to the 30 for the hit for the damage, if that's what you're asking, that was a solid hit, but he is very much still standing.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like, does he look injured significantly?
I'll put a little bit more of a description on it. So the critical hit, whenever that comes through, there's a solid hiss from the ice blade as it hits against the robes and him. You definitely see him take the impact and stagger. The sword seems to kind of like bite into it, and even though it's kind of an interesting clash because it is cold enough out where that sword is glowing. It being in like the 20s currently. So you go and take the swing, it slashes and hisses. Second swing, he's able to bring the dagger up and just kind of deflect it. All right, anything else from Zeno?
Kick him between the legs.
That's not a thing.
You wait till next turn; it's gonna be a thing.
All right, Corvina.
I'm just checking one thing here. All right, I'll do this one. She is within 60 feet of him.
Have to move up like 10 feet, but yes.
All right, so she will move up 10 feet and cast Aid Insinuation.
Okay. That is a wisdom saving throw, if I remember right, correct?
Yes. Wisdom save. Hers is spell DC of 15.
All right. He will actually take his reaction and counter that.
All right. That is her action, and then for her bonus, she will just throw, I guess.
You can't cast and throw, remember?
Oh, yeah, that sucks. Fuck. She still has movement, though.
Yeah, you still have plenty of movements, and you could still do like bonus action to dash or hide.
So can she movement and then just stick him for her bonus?
You can't make a weapon attack after casting a spell. Or not as like a bonus action, I should say.
Yeah, that sucks. Guess she doesn't really have anything else she could do. She'll stand in front of Zariel.
I am the protector, not you.
No.
Okay,
That's
so
not
you're
how that works.
moving, hiding, disengaging, or dashing, anything like that? You're just standing in the middle of the street?
Well, she just moved up a little bit, so she doesn't really have to disengage.
Well, yeah, but I meant like you're being out in the open.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool.
I'm a target, and he's not.
All right. Leopard is not yet here, so Zerelda.
I'm queen for you.
And the wall you're on.
Oh, nice. I'm actually up. Okay.
Hold on. Zerelda is first, and then you.
Oh.
Zerelda, sweetie.
Do I have to start giving me a...
Sorry, I couldn't find the thing.
No problem.
advantage?
Am I the one who's not hearing anything?
No, I'm sorry. I'm
She's thinking.
just in another world. I will use conjure animals.
All right.
Ooh.
What are we conjuring?
Ah, bears.
What is scarier than a bear? A bear on fire.
I will have to find us a bear token, so in the meantime, we will use Sergeant Scruffles since he's not in combat.
So
He's
what
the
you're saying is we're dealing with a flaming bear right now.
I would like you to take just like 0.3 seconds to visualize tiny little calcifer in Syra's pocket making a battle face.
Oh gosh, that's precious.
Aw,
I approve of this.
I
Hims-
want one.
Hims is very ferocious, don't you know?
Don't you know?
All right. Zerelda, does the bear immediately get to attack? I think it does.
I think so.
Let me pull up the stats for that real quick. Yep, that'll work for that. So it gets 2 attacks, 1 bite, and 1 claw. So go ahead and roll the bites, and well, go ahead and roll both of them. Both are a +7.
I don't know if it makes any difference, but they actually get their own initiative.
Oh, they do? Okay.
What was the modifier?
So Leopard corrected me. So he actually just rolls into the initiative. So go ahead and give me a roll for the initiative for the bear.
Okay.
Usually at the end of the round, he kind of has summoning sickness.
mean, they could technically still roll the initiative that puts them right after,
That's also true.
15.
or much better.
All right.
It's 10 o'clock, though, so I gotta head out, guys.
Not a problem. I'm going to be finishing things up here in just a second, so you go ahead and dip.
Alright. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
Mr. Rolda.
All right. Now it is time for the wall.
Okay. So
Fuck
how
him
far away am I?
I'm sorry. repeat that?
How far away am I?
30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Say about 50 to get within melee range.
And I'd still be able to attack then.
You wouldn't be able to attack. No, you'd have to take a dash action to get right up on him.
How did Zeno do it?
Zeno was right in front.
Oh. Okay. I guess I'll just dash.
Not a problem. Get you right up to
And
where you...
Bannerman shield.
What's that?
Bonus action, my Bannerman shield to give 1d6 temp HP to those within 15 feet of me.
Okay, so that will actually be yourself, Zeno, the polar bear, and Sierra.
Okay. 4.
All right, you guys have an extra 4 hit points.
Thank you.
Woo.
Welcome.
Like, I'm getting right into the fray. I appreciate that. All right, I will do this. He is going to burn sorcery points here. All right, I need the wall and well, actually it would be Zeno because he's right in front of me. I need the both of you to give me a dexterity save.
That's a natural 20, DM.
Nice.
11 from me.
All right. Let me check the specifics of the spell. I think you just take half damage for Zeno. Okay, so yeah, for Zeno, you just take half. So roll out the damage. Shit. Okay. So 34 is the total damage. So Zeno, you'll take half of that from the proper save, or for the saving throw. The wall, you full damage, and you are currently on fire.
Okay.
And he releases the spell lapse, and that is where we'll hold off for tonight.
Let me at him.
I got it. Got it, guys. Man, Joseph, excuse me, the DM's trying to fucking murder us.
Come be a guest.
Come be a
I can-
guest.
I'll just kill you. It'll be so much fun.
Maybe
All
no more
right, guys,
guests,
thank you
just
everybody for joining us tonight. We'll see where next week takes us and see if they get themselves up. Yeah.
The pits of hell, apparently.
I would like to shatter this guy's kneecaps.
Ooh, yeah.
Stick to your element. That's exactly why this fight is not going to work for us. We're both resistant to each other's damage.
Except that he ignores resistance.
So, and